If you're looking for a good way to get some deeper exhaust notes and some more street appeal for your 2010 or newer 4Runner, this Flowmaster FlowFX catback exhaust system with the black tip will be a great option to look at. Now this system will do a good job at adding some of those aggressive tones that you may be looking for with a mild volume increase, making this a great choice if you enjoy hearing the exhaust when you get on it, but also want to maintain a comfortable day-to-day driving experience inside the cab area. Now when it comes to volume, this is going to be a 3 out of 5 on the loudness meter, with 1 being completely stock and 5 being like Wake the Neighbors loud, putting this right in the middle. Not to mention, if you are looking for a better look for your exhaust with a black tip, this is going to offer that in addition to those sound changes. Again, this is going to offer a moderate volume increase, but is really going to deepen the tone, which will be sure to turn some heads while not getting really drony inside the cab while you're cruising. Now with the increase in sound, you'll also free up a decent amount of restriction compared to the factory system, which will help when it comes to small power and efficiency gains. Now the system will feature a FlowFX straight through style muffler, which is responsible for most of that sound and small gains that you're getting with this system, while being significantly smaller than factory, which will provide a little bit more clearance underneath the body of your 4Runner if clearance is something that you keep in mind when it comes to your build. Now this will be made of 2.5-inch mandrel bent 409 stainless steel material, offering some good rust resistance. Now, the tip will be a bit larger at 3.5 inches in diameter with a dual wall design, and it's going to have an angle cut top as well as a black ceramic coat for that sleek black appearance. As we'll also reuse all of the factory hangers and come with everything that you need, all 3 clamps here, for a straightforward fit. Now this will come in at about $525, which isn't bad at all for what you're getting out of this setup. Compared to other systems on the page, this will offer a solid construction with 409, which will hold up great over time if you take care of it, while also saving you a few bucks compared to some more premium materials, which I think is a great compromise when looking for an exhaust system. I think if you want a solid system that's going to sound great and have the looks to match while saving a few bucks in the long run, then this is going to be a great pick for you. Install is going to be a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 2 hours to get the job done. At this point, we can head over to the shop though and check out a detailed breakdown of the install process and what it looks like step by step. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Tools required for this install include an impact gun, exhaust hanger removers, an extension, a 14mm swivel socket, and a 15mm socket. What's up guys? Today we're installing an exhaust on our 4Runner, so let's get started. So our first step is to unbolt our tailpipe from our muffler pipe. We have 2 14mm bolts on that flange that we need to remove, and then 1 hanger on our tailpipe to completely remove it. Now this one might be a little bit hard to see, but we're gonna have to go over our track bar and take our 14mm socket to remove our bolts. Next we can come about a foot behind the end of our tailpipe, and we have 1 hanger right up here. It's going to be a little hard to see, but we'll get our exhaust hanger remover and pop that out of our isolator. Now with our tailpipe free, we can wiggle it out of the way. Next we can start working on our muffler pipe. Now we have 2 hangers towards the front by our flange that we can pop out first. So we'll grab an exhaust hanger tool to pop those isolators off. And next we can grab the one on the front side of our muffler. then we can throw that back on to our rod. Next, we can come up to our flange and remove these two 14mm spring bolts. So we'll grab a 14mm socket to pop these out. Now we can come back behind the muffler and remove our two last hangers. Now it's going to be a good idea to grab a buddy to go back to the flange to hold that, because once we remove these two hangers, the whole piece is going to fall. So we'll grab our exhaust from hanger remover tool, pop these out. And then remove our pipe. And now with our hangers removed, we can remove our muffler pipe. So our first step is to reinstall our front pipe. We have two rods that are going to go up into our rubber isolators, and then we can slide our flange onto our other flange and put our factory spring bolts back through the holes. So now we can raise up our front pipe and slide that into our rubber isolators. And then we'll slide our flange into place. So now we can reinstall our two factory spring bolts. And then we can grab our 14mm socket to tighten these down. We're gonna go back and forth to tighten these down evenly. Next, we can install our muffler. So we'll take one of our clamps and slide that over. And then we can grab our clamp and slide it into place and take a 15mm socket to tighten it down. Next, we can install our over axle pipe. So we're gonna grab another clamp and slide that onto our muffler outlet. And then we can raise up our pipe and slide our rods into our isolators. And now we can come back to our clamp and slide that into place and take our 15mm socket to tighten it down. Now lastly, we can install our tailpipe. So we're gonna take another one of our clamps, slide that over. We're gonna put our rod into this rubber isolator. It's kind of tucked behind the bumper, so it's a little hard to see. Slide that in there first. And then we can connect that to our over axle pipe. Next, we can grab our clamp and slide that into place and take our 15mm socket to tighten it down. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Flowmaster Flow FX catback exhaust with black tip for your 2010 and newer 4-liter 4Runner. Thank you for watching, and for all things 4Runner, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.